All right, let's dive into the wild world of AI music. If you've ever dreamed of typing a few words into a tool like Suno and spitting out a chart-topping song, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're giving you the complete roadmap, everything you need to know to go from a simple prompt to actual profit.
But first, let's just cut to the chase and ask the single most important question. So, you did it. You prompted an absolute banger, a track that sounds like a massive hit. The melody's stuck in your head, the beat is just perfect. But here's the real question, the one that could be worth millions. Do you actually legally own it? This is the central puzzle we're going to solve today.
You see, the answer to that question all comes down to a legal concept from the U.S. Copyright Office called meaningful human authorship. And what that really means is, to get a copyright, you have to prove that your creative spark went way beyond just typing a simple sentence. It's all about what you brought to the table. And that is the perfect segue into our first section. How do you turn that AI-generated idea into your actual legal property? This is the foundation for, well, everything else we're going to talk about. Just look at how clear the line is here. Over on the left, you've got a song that came from a prompt like, make a sad pop sound. The Copyright Office is probably going to say, nope, not yours. But on the right, that's a song where you wrote the lyrics, you crafted the melody. Now we're talking. That's the work you can actually claim. The AI is your co-pilot, not the one flying the plane.
So if you only take one thing away from this whole explainer, let it be this golden rule. Write your own lyrics and melodies. Seriously, this one action is what gives you ownership of the composition copyright. It is the legal bedrock of your song and honestly, the most powerful move you can make.
Okay, so you've established that you're the author. Fantastic. Now you got to protect your work. We've boiled it down into a pretty simple 4-step legal shield. And don't worry, this isn't nearly as scary as it sounds. First up, document everything. I mean your prompts, your lyric drafts, your session files, all of it. That's your paper trail, your proof of meaningful human authorship. Second, go and register your work with the Copyright Office. It makes it official. Third, embed your info, your name, your contact details, right into the metadata of the audio files. And last but definitely not least, always keep your stems, those individual tracks. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later when remix or licensing deals come calling. All right, you've made your masterpiece, you've legally protected it. Now for the really fun part, turning that sound into some cold, hard cash. Let's talk about how you get paid. Okay, I know the world of music royalties can feel super confusing, but this chart breaks it down perfectly. Just think of it like this. The MLC, they grab your composition money from streaming sites like Spotify. Sound Exchange, they collect for the actual recording from places like satellite radio. And the PROs, ASCAP or BMI, they get your money when your song is played on traditional radio, TV, or in a bar. You really need to sign up for all three to make sure you're not leaving any money on the table. Now, the most obvious path to getting paid is getting your music out there on streaming. Services like DistroKid and TuneCore are basically your digital shipping company. For a pretty small fee, they'll blast your music out to Spotify, Apple Music, and literally hundreds of other platforms, putting your work in front of a potential global audience overnight. But where the really big money can be is in sync licensing. We're talking about getting your music placed in a TV show, a movie, a video game, or an ad. Look, music supervisors for these big projects don't have time to scour the internet. They go through sync agents like Songtrotter. Getting your music into their catalogs is a total game changer. And here's another awesome income stream. Sell your instrumentals. You can set up your own little shop on a site like BeatStars and sell the beats and backing tracks you've created to other artists and producers all over the world. It is a fantastic way to make money from the building blocks of your songs. And believe me, the list goes on. You can transcribe your melodies and sell the sheet music. You can create custom, one-of-a-kind songs for things like weddings or corporate gigs. You could even ghostwrite for other artists. The point is, once you own the music, you can slice it and dice it in so many different ways. So if you want to compete in these professional spaces, you have to level up. You have to go beyond just a simple prompt. So let's talk about how to get that professional polish and build a real brand. This right here is what the pros do. You start with advanced prompts, get super specific, name genres, moods, even other artists for inspiration. Then use the AI's features to extend and remix, building out a full song. But here's the most critical step. Export those stems into what's called a DAW,
a digital audio workstation like Ableton or Logic. This is where the magic happens, where you mix, master, and add that final human touch that makes a track sound polished and professional. And please, don't forget about your brand. Use AI art tools to create a cool, unique look for yourself. Share your whole creative process on TikTok and Instagram. People love seeing how the sausage gets made. And most importantly, be transparent. Be honest about using AI. Audiences respect that, and it can actually become the thing that makes you stand out. We are almost at the finish line, but before you race off to start creating, we have to talk about the common traps people fall into. Seriously, avoiding these pitfalls is every bit as important as everything else we've discussed. Let's be crystal clear on this first one. Never, ever, ever use AI to make deepfakes or clone the voices of famous artists. This isn't just a bad idea. It can get you sued into oblivion for violating copyright and personality rights. It's a bright red line you just do not cross. Number 2, do not feed copyrighted lyrics or melodies into your prompts. Don't ask the AI to write a song in the style of Taylor Swift using her actual lyrics. That's just asking for a lawsuit. You have to start with your own original ideas. And third, you have got to know the terms of service for the tools you're using. On a platform like Suno, for example, the free plan is for non-commercial use only. That means you can't make money from anything you create on that free tier. To own the commercial rights, you need a paid plan. It's a critical distinction. And finally, just remember that the ground is constantly shifting beneath our feet here. AI copyright law is literally being written as we speak, so you have to stay on top of it. Keep an eye on updates from the Copyright Office. What's legal today might change tomorrow, and your entire catalog depends on you staying informed. So let's wrap it all up. Here it is, your 5-step plan to go from prompt to profit. 1. Protect your music. Document, register, watermark. 2. Distribute it to the world. 3. Register with all the different royalty collectors. 4. Diversify your income streams. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And 5. Scale up your business by chasing those bigger fish like sync licensing. At the end of the day, remember this. AI is an unbelievably powerful collaborator, but it is just that, a collaborator. It's your creativity, your vision, and your unique human spark combined with this amazing tech that makes what you do truly special and, yeah, unstoppable. You know, the entire rulebook for the music industry is being rewritten in real time. And with these tools and this knowledge, you are now in a position to be one of the people writing those new rules. The future of music is, quite literally, yours to create. So go make something incredible.